Well, y'all, I did it. I crossed out everything on my to-do list to get home today. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna post this video, but eventually I'm gonna post it. But I just wanted to basically capture the rawness of my energy right now because the fuck feeling real good. Feeling holy blessed, okay? The divine just don't play about his people, okay? The Most High just don't play about her people, okay? It's crazy because 113 on my clock. Today is October 30th, 10/31/3. New beginnings. Fresh start. Communication, creativity, and joy. Divine connection and spiritual awakenings. Yeah. Yeah. So let me tell y'all about trusting your intuition and following what your heart. So today, right? Now, me and my fiance, we've been struggling a bit to unite, okay? Especially due to resources. After being homeless for this past summer, 49 days, going through the poverty consciousness journey. And she's from the Netherlands. She came here to America. She was here for 9 months. It was supposed to be 3 months, but she stayed because we just kept running into distractions, delays, and things just wasn't working out how we planned for it to. Anyway, after divine intervention, we'll get into that another video. We ended up at my parents' house, and she stayed here for about a month before she went back to the Netherlands. And I stayed here in America with a to-do list, things I needed to do to get to the Netherlands, me and my son. And most of it was done before she left, because once we got to my parents' house and had a stable place and could actually, maneuver around, do the things we needed to do, we hopped right on it. Okay, it's been like a little over 2.5 years that we've been on this twin flame journey. And I got so much to get into about the twin flame journey. Lord knows. But that time will come. But yeah. So anyway, we wasn't really supposed to know if we could, purchase the airline tickets until Saturday. But we were so on it, like with spirit, like just to get it done, to get the confirmation, to get the stamp of here it is, So today I came down the stairs and I just started packing, right? I'm going to try to make this real quick because I got 5 minutes left. And I just started packing. I already had put a little stuff in my suitcase, nothing in my son's suitcase. So I came downstairs today after my son went to school and I started just putting stuff in our suitcase. And when I was putting in the suitcase, I was kind of just like, okay, sis, you need to act like you're moving, let's bring it in. And I could just hear my fiance voice. She's always like, even before when we were traveling back and forth to visit each other and things, she would always say, did you start packing yet? Did you start packing yet? And I would be like, it's too early to pack. I'm not packing, until I have the ticket or maybe a few days before. So anyway, I started packing, and I could hear her like, "You started packing?" So I was like, "Okay, I'm doing something good." 5:05 on my clock timer. I was like, "Okay, I'm doing something good." So I'm showing that I want this. You have to show that you want it. You have to live in it, in the exact moment that you're in. You have to live for the moment that you're headed towards. Confirmation ding. So I was like, "Okay, let me pack up or whatever." So I packed more of my suitcase and began to pack my son's suitcase. So then I went in the room and something just told me to pick up my phone and check my phone. I didn't really think anybody was calling me or anything. And there was a notification from my bank. Okay. And I checked the notification and it told me, you just got paid early, right? Because I was expecting a deposit, but not now. So I checked the bank, and all I could see in my mind's eye was purchase the tickets. Purchase the tickets. And I got really, really excited because I knew just what it meant. I knew just what I called in. I knew just what was happening. Was happening. It's happening. And I went through my head for a moment, those doubts, especially when you're in an environment that doubts you. We'll get into that later too. But and I was like, maybe I should wait, maybe I should. And then I thought, maybe you should what? I'm gonna hit the go button. Maybe you should what? My higher self was saying to me, you should what? Girl, get in there first. I'm sick and stop playing. I tried to call my fiance, but she was asleep, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. And I did it. And it was the last thing on my to-do list. I think I had like 10 things to do. And purchasing the tickets from the USA to the Netherlands, one-way flights for two. Check. Much earlier than I expected. And the dates. Oh my God. It was the prices is like over our budget, right? And, which it wasn't a few weeks ago. But you know how the airline flights do. But anyway, I was on there. I was like, oh my God, I was so stressed out looking at the prices. Like, okay, I'm probably not going to get there till I don't know when, but not when, as soon as we planned and hoped for. And then at the corner of the screen was a phone blinking, and it just kept blinking saying, call now for deals. After I went through several websites, several apps. So I hit the call now for deals. And I was like, hey, I'm on your website. I want to know if you guys offer any cheaper flights than what I see on your website. He was like, yeah, sometimes we have deal. And so I asked him, I said, what is the cheapest day you have in November to whatever? He came back, he said, I only have one day, the cheapest day. And he said, and it's actually the shortest flight of the year. And I said, of the year? He said, yeah, the shortest flight of the year. And I know that it takes 13 to 15 hours to travel to Netherlands. So I'm like, okay, I want to, what is it? And he told me November 11th, a 10.5 hour flight. On the 11/11 portal, I'll be landing back at home to Union with my fiance. The universe is wild. The last time I was in the Netherlands, I departed from the Netherlands after a 4-day visit, November 11th, 2024. I'll be returning back for good in union with my family, divinely aligned, 11/11/2025. Let this be inspiration that you have the power to create the life that you deserve, but you must do the work and go within, heal, align, and shine. got